Hey guys, so today we're going to be trying out something a little different today. We're going to be testing out a new map, but also we're going to be testing out 4 different categories of cars. Um, we're going to be doing stock, grassroots, like pro-am, and then full pro. So we'll do a kind of like comp style track, but first we're going to do our stock and grassroots at the steel mill. I think this map is called. But the comp map we're going to be using is Final Belt. We used that last time. So first we're going to be using this patrol car. Should be fun. So what I'm going to do is, this is footage that is being watched. I'm watching this footage. So I will tell you my thoughts after you look at this footage. And I will be back in a few minutes. So enjoy the show, I guess. Okay, so what I thought about this car, obviously it has some advantages with it being quote unquote stock, even though it is a GT500. So obviously it's got the supercharger, obviously it's a 5 liter V8. So it's pushing 450 plus horsepower. Now I will say there's nothing else done to it other than an angle kit. So it has that limited slip diff. So obviously the diff isn't locked. So at times it can be a bit unpredictable. But overall, something like this would be a very smooth car. I know there's another car that I use. It's a C7 Corvette. It's the same principle, just different tires and an angle kit. But other than that, it kind of proves the point that like if you have something like this, you could just put some different suspension on it and a different, like, just more angle. You could throw something together. Now obviously don't do this and run it to the rim or the wheel, but have fun with it. On to the next thing. Alright, so next we're going to be doing a grassroots. So this would be something you'd see at your like weekend event. 2 to 300 horsepower, mostly a beater. Alright, so this is obviously JZX. This car has just a little under 300. And you'll be able to see some differences. So before, I'll let you watch the lap, and I will tell you what I think afterwards. So with your weekend grassroots car that you would take out on the weekends and to your local events, with it having only a little under 300 horsepower, you're having to fight your tire compound, the wheel, you're having to fight your wheel, you're having to fight engine torque. Horsepower and torque, two completely different things. Sure, it's nice to have all the horsepower, but you want to have that torque too, especially in the lower range. With having an underpowered car, you want to have that lower range torque. Now, I will say, I had a lot more fun driving this than I did driving the Mustang. Sure, the Mustang was cool, but this is a lot of fun to drive. It's a very smooth car too. It's very floaty, but that's also partially because of how long it is. But overall, taking your beater out would be fun. And now obviously there's definitely a lot more, but I'll have to get into that another time. Maybe in the next video. Who knows? Alright, so we're going to move on now to your Pro-Am or Pro Spec car. Obviously these cars range from 500 horsepower to around 700 plus. These cars have a firmer compound tire so that they can get more grip. Obviously, better power adders, full suspension, full angle kits now. So we'll watch this lap. And So some of my thoughts with the Pro-Am / Pro Spec car. There's a lot more finesse that has to go into your throttle rhythm and your steering control. A lot of the times you want to have very little steering input and mostly throttle. Mostly you want to get the throttle because you have to treat it like a full Pro, like FD or Driftmaster spec car. Because it's only one step below it. So you have to treat it like it's a pro car. So there's a lot more finesse. Obviously, like I was saying earlier, the car is completely better internals. Everything under the car is a lot better. Obviously, now we're getting into that area where you can get more out of a car, even if it is just aesthetics that'll add to your performance. And now we move on to the big boys, competition cars. These cars range from 750 horsepower to 1,000 plus. So we're going to take out this Corvette. And this, if you recognize the body kit for this car, what this body is, it'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek into our next video that I have planned. So with competition cars, you have all the bells and whistles, the best tire compound, best motor combination, your best suspension and ankle kits. So let's get right into the action. Alright. So, obviously, the comp cars are a completely different animal to tame, especially this Corvette. The clutch work that I had to do with this car was grueling, but it is extremely fast. As I was saying before, the tire compounds make a huge difference. With the amount of speed that you are able to carry with these cars and the things I've seen people do with these cars, it is insane to me. Obviously, I've gotten a little better over the span of the 2 months that I was not around. Again, sorry I wasn't there, I'm a little late. But everything about the competition cars is a step above everything else. This is top of the line, as best as it gets. So, finish this lap out and just let you listen to this LSX scream. Alright, so I wanted to take these next few minutes to kind of address why I am 2 months behind on my upload schedule. I had some things happen for a little bit, and I wasn't able to get to anything. Family issues with us being where we are. We had to deal with 3 different hurricanes. So I was not able to upload for a couple of months. So I apologize in advance for anyone who was hoping that in August or September that there was going to be a video. I know that I didn't really set it in stone, but I want to try and upload at least once a month so that I kind of have a flow going. Obviously, with this being a new channel, I have to try and balance everything out. So, with that being said, I'm going to try and do better about uploading every month. If I get lucky and I get more time in my hands, obviously my schedule will be fixed. I will put a what was I gonna say? Lost train of thought. This is kind of last minute. Doing this at like 2:45 in the morning right now, trying to crunch out time. If you did end up enjoying this video and you want to see some more, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe. Obviously, it helps out a ton. Seriously. With this being brand new, it helps out so much. And I appreciate those who have found my channel and decided to stick around. And I cannot wait for the future. So, with that being said, talk to y'all later. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.